Hi, welcome back to my journal journey. Today I'm setting up January in my work journal. So, spring one, got these stickers from Upsa Daisy, so I might put a 2025 sticker in the start just because I've got so many of them. I'm pretty much set up, and if I don't use them, they'll go to waste. So I've started my opening 2 pages with this washi, pet tape from Journal Say, and then getting into January. For this setup, I have found these washi tapes from Multi-Sets, I believe the Range and the Paper Lobster, and they're just very retro, cute things. I've also got this 2025 sticker from Being Bethany Rose and this part Fiver Friday set from Being Bethany Rose. It was out of a mystery, either a mystery box or an box. So I'm going to use that. I'm going with my trusty Upsa Daisy month header just because it gives me a nice quick setup, and I'm just using a Papermate flare to draw the lines. For my work journal, I do like just really, really quick, simple setups. So with these Fiver Friday sets, I get that. Have you started planning for your January spreads yet? If so, what themes are you going for? Still need to set up January in my everyday journal, but I'm not 100% sure what to go for. I'll go for this one on top. It's one of those washes that when I've done washi clear outs, and it arcs. I've had it for quite a while, but I've never actually used it. I'm going to put the disco ball on top. This 2025 label was bought just because I thought it was really cute. Didn't necessarily need it. Didn't really have any plans for where I was going to use it. And struggling to get the backing off. And again, like the one that I've just used, if I don't use it, it'll be a wasted purchase. And these are the type of purchases that I'm trying not to make in 2025. Because that washi tape's so old, it is popping up, so I'm just going to pop dab of glue on the back. I like to keep these pages quite open because when there's a really interesting staff meeting or a really busy week, I tend to go back to these pages and fill them full of notes. Recently I did a training session. I think that filled all of the cover for one month. I have also just noticed that washi tape's popped up again. I'm going to finish colouring this in and stick that back down, and I'll get back to you. So I've stuck the washi tape back down. I've got January done. Might do one of those down the side. Then I'm going to have a couple of pages for just notes because I am taking over a new class when I go back. I know it's part way through the year. It's not ideal. But to have some notes of who's been star of the week and key bits of information, it's always good to have. If I've got a dedicated space for them, it makes my life easier. I wasn't sure about going into a smaller size for my work journal, but I'm actually quite enjoying it. I'm going to put this at the top. Just because you always need that reminder. Then I'm going on to my weeklies, which I need to look back at a previous week to get the measurements. So I've measured out the daily sections just for any notes or events happening that day, and I'm just ruling it across. If you've watched any of my other work journal setups, you will know that I have the same setup every single week for this journal, and it works for me. So I have my days of the week, my to-do list, my calendar tab, notes from Monday morning briefing, and then a space for staff meetings / training that we do once a week. I'm just gonna put this beautiful washi tape down. so nostalgic. And then I'm going to go through each of the weeks and do the same thing. So I'll be right back. So I've rolled in each of the days, decided not to do that line across just because it was an extra line that I didn't necessarily need, because the washi tape is splitting it up anyway. Pulled out my trusty calendar tabs, which I'm so glad I decided to make quite a few years back, and I've just been tinkering with the actual making, the fonts and the backgrounds, and I'm really happy with these two variants that I use now pretty consistently. I do go on to a certain few websites where you download fonts, just to make things like these stickers a little bit more exciting, and to be able to make my own font stencils, which when I'm in my everyday journal, I don't mind spending the time moving the stencil, finding the next letter. But when I'm wanting a nice quick setup like this is why I go for the ones that Ups to Daisy sent in their subscriptions a few years back. And I'm very much the type of person that I like to do the one job all the way through the 4 weeks, because there is a lot that's quite similar across the 4 weeks. So I'll do all the ruling out, all the tabs, all the days of the week, all the decoration together. I think what I want to do next is the days of the week. For the days of the week, I'm just going to use my stationery pal stampers and my Art Studio ink pad, which I picked up from the range, I think. The only thing that I'd change about these days of the week stampers, please don't judge how dirty they are, is instead of having a weekly, having a weekend. Because for this setup, my last day is a weekend. I do combine it because I shouldn't be picking up this book too many times in the weekend. It's one of those, never say never, but I shouldn't be. Just in case that ink is wet, I do then move on to the bottom stamps. Don't like that. Never done it like that before. There you go, a bit closer. Oh, that was juicy. I stored this ink pad on its side for a week or so, and it just has made the ink pad go slightly juicy down one side. So I might have to just do all of the days together. Like that. Need to go and find a scrap bit of card because I think mine got thrown away because they got a bit too messy. So I'm going to find a scrap piece card to put in between the pages. So just slot it in, and that's going to go a bit funny as well. And then I've got a juicy bit there, so and then just 2 weeks left. Then I'm just going to leave those to dry a little bit. I'll come back and highlight the week and put in the numbers. So I've waited for the days of the week to dry a little bit. I've cleaned the bottom of my stamps as well as I can. And yeah, let's move on. So I need to highlight the weeks, and I think I'm going to do that with a mild liner. This one looks quite nice. Pink. Oh, that's a bit bright. Let's not go for that one. Might do magenta. A different colour per week. And jelly roll the numbers in. 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So that's what I'm going to do for all of the weeks. but I think I might go for some different colours. So mild liner, jelly roll. There's too much stuff out. I've got too many projects ongoing. Because the jelly roll, I'm just going to pop that in. And then I'll do a pink. With a green. So this one is just green. So green numbers. And do this coral. I like something to be different on each page, because when I'm really stressed out at work, I can get confused between the pages. So just having a similar style, similar decoration, but a change in the colour works really well for me. Oops, leave that one in. Pop this one in. And get nice blue. 27, 28. One and two. Then just to add a little bit of something else, I might just go across the whole page. No, don't like that there. Go from that side across. And then add, I've got 4 weeks, 4 stickers. Kind of worked out perfectly. And then we can have one of these guys up by the calendar. And they can be no, don't like it there. Put it up there. notes, meeting, to do. I'll stick that washi tape down in a moment. And then I'm just going to work backwards, doing the same sort of decoration on each page. Here's my final flip through of my 2025 work journal for January. What a mouthful. As I say, these are just note pages for my new class. I've just quickly jotted in the titles on those boxes. And that's it. For any of the supplies that you might need, I've jotted them all down in my trusty little book. Pause if you want to take a screenshot, but that's all that I have today. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you next time. Bye.